Well, Eric Dungey authored a big win last week against Pittsburgh. And Eric, we talked last week about almost there. What got you guys over the hump against Pittsburgh?
I mean, it's just kind of been, the weeks and weeks accumulating. So, yeah, it was a win, but I feel like we should have put them away a lot earlier, and we had a lot of missed opportunities, but we saw those in film, and like I said, we just keep getting better and better each week.
Is that the good and the bad, that you did get the win and still have the growth?
I mean, the win's the most important thing, so that's awesome, but it's good to see the growth that we're getting, but there's also a lot of room for improvement.
We've talked all year about your weapons, and Irv and Steve week in and week out. How important was it this last week you got the other guys in?
Oh, it was huge, just to get them some confidence and just kind of open up the offense, because it makes it a lot tougher to guard.
Devin Butler, big touchdown right before halftime. Take me through that play. What did you see?
I mean, it was great to see. Devin's a fast guy, and it's just good to see him go up and make a play and get some confidence in him.
Now that you get that play on tape and other guys have to worry about him, how much can that open things up that opponents know you have that deep threat now?
Well, definitely. I mean, that's just the biggest thing about it, is just getting the ball to the playmakers, and the more playmakers you have, the harder it's going to be to guard.
One of them also was Ravian Pierce this past week. 9 catches, 99 yards, almost had the 100.
Yeah.
What was the matchup that worked so well for him this last week?
I mean, Ravion's just a big body, so he was just doing his job, and he was getting rewarded.
When you saw the plays where he caught it for maybe 6 and then ran somebody over to get 9, what can that do for you guys?
Oh, it's huge. It just shows, how strong he is and how physical this team is getting.
We've talked about Steve and Irv. We always have to go back to Steve and Irv. And you look at Steve, you see 5 catches, almost 100 yards, say, what do you do? And then, wait a minute, that's a pretty good game. When you see his quote-unquote lesser game is still pretty good, what does that say about his year?
I mean, it's awesome for him, just because, he's been a real team player, so he was happy we got the win, and that's the most important thing. I think that's the only thing he really cares about. Obviously, he does everything he can to help us out, but him and Irv, and as long as we're getting other guys involved, it's going to be great.
Yeah, Steve's still leading the country in catches and yards and gets the touchdown, so it's not exactly a bad week for him. Interesting stat that we just saw earlier today is that you guys are leading the country in 4th downs attempted. You've got 21. What's the process for you? Because a lot of those are you get to the line and go. What's your thought process there? I
mean, I always want to go for it on 4th down. So that's kind of coach's decision, but that's a mindset I always have. Every 4th down, I'm ready to go. So I think it's awesome. I always think, I'm always confident that we can get it. So it's just up to coach.
How much does your normal tempo help with that? Because you guys can rush up and be set for 4th down as if it would be any other down.
Yeah, definitely. It keeps defenses on their toes.
For the aggressive side of you, is that something that really appeals to you?
Oh, definitely.
As we look forward here to this week, it's Clemson. Number 2, defending champs. What does that stir up inside you? I
mean, it's just, I'm excited. We got nothing to lose. So I love playing top dogs now that we got them in the dome. Hopefully we can get it packed. So, the dome when it's packed is one hell of an atmosphere.
We see Death Valley last year. How much can that swing things the other way this year being at home?
I mean, the dome, people don't realize how loud it gets, especially if we fill it up. So I'm looking forward to hopefully we can get a bunch of fans out and get them loud.
Big picture, when you look at getting ready for a team as good as Clemson, what has changed from last year that gives you guys that thought you could be more successful this year?
Well, I mean, Clemson, the thing about them, their defense is still as strong as they were last year, and their offense is maybe even better. So that's just Clemson. They're one of the top teams in the nation. But like I said, I'm looking forward to the opportunity to go against them. Like I said, nothing to lose.
And last year, unfortunately, that was the game you get knocked out. Any memories of that? What do you think about when you go back to that play?
Just frustration. I hate watching from the sideline. So it's kind of like taught me this year, just got to be smarter with your body. But I'm really looking forward to getting back out there.
And now you get the chance to go against him this week. And lastly, Eric, it is a Friday the 13th here in October. You got any favorite Friday the 13th movies? You watch any of that stuff?
Yeah, I love Halloween. I love scary movies, but it's tough to find a good scary movie. I like the old Texas Chainsaw Massacres and all those. So.
All right, we'll see if you can pull one of those out on Clemson this week, right? All right, Eric, good luck to you as Matt will send it back to you.